Hi, I'm Midge Shoemaker, and today is day 72 of my doing 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on spontaneity. So, yay for day 72 and spontaneous things. My brother, my younger of my two brothers, decided to do some Marco Polo videos. I think he was trying to do like some kind of a cooking show with his Marco Polo videos because he kept doing these little clips and talking about this food that he was making, and then he would 5 minutes later do another clip, and I was like, what the heck, my phone is blowing up with Marco Polo videos. So then I'm like watching my brother do a cooking show thing, and I was like, this is kind of cool, like a cooking show, but I'm not really into watching cooking shows, and I'm not entirely sure why my brother is making a video about cooking things. But he was really excited about it, and it's really awesome that he has come really far as like cooking and baking and doing things like that. And also, it looked like an awful lot of work that he was putting into making these things. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of work to make those. I will never make those. Um, Although my older sister was liking them, and she was saying, hey, can you repeat what that is and how you did this? Because I guess she didn't want to rewatch the videos. She wanted him to just retell her or send her the recipe or something, because apparently she likes them too. But I am like my sister-in-law, and I cannot eat what my brother was making, so that's one reason I will not ever have them. And if I say this, I apologize in advance if I slaughter it, because I like Psych. I have watched the show Psych. Apparently, I don't know if there's a new movie Psych or if there's just a Psych movie that my brother was going to watch, but he was throwing a Psych party. Um, so based off of the TV show, I guess they were having the jerk chicken, whatever spicy chicken, whatever chicken stuff that Gus is always eating. I don't remember. I don't remember the foods that they always ate. Those aren't the things I paid attention to or they got stuck in my head. But apparently they did for my brother. So, and then he was making the cuatro queso dos fritos, I think is what they're called. But basically, they're potatoes that are cut in half, like boiled, cut in half. The middles are taken out, and they're stuffed with cheese, like four cheeses, whatever different kinds of cheeses, and then they're breaded. The outside of the potatoes are breaded, and then they're fried. So that's what those are. From the looks of what my brother was making and his lovely little description, it looked really cool. But I don't know what stuff my sister-in-law couldn't have, but I know I can't have all that cheese that's stuffed in the middle of those. I can have the potatoes, and I think he was just using like flour, eggs, and then I don't know what kind of breadcrumbs. I don't know what's in the breadcrumbs, but oddly, sometimes people put dairy in breadcrumbs, like the store-bought stuff even. So I stay away from things like that. So I was like, yeah, I can't eat those, but but it looked like they turned out good, and I'm guessing they turned out good because it was funny. My brother goes through the whole process of making all of those videos, and then like after their party, like 3 hours later, his wife, my sister-in-law, posts a Marco Polo video. She can't remember what they're called any more than I can. And then she does this video saying, I think they looked really good, and I think they turned out really good, but I couldn't have any, so I don't know if they tasted good or not this time. And I was like, my brother's been trying to make these multiple times. He's had multiple attempts trying to get it right. And then he thinks he finally got it right. And then he doesn't bother to say if he liked it or not. I was like, seriously? You make your wife tell us that they turned out okay, but you spent like 5 videos telling us how to make them. I love my family. Love my siblings. They're super entertaining. So that was one spontaneous thing for the day. My landlord is always randomly, spontaneously showing up whenever. I guess that's what he gets for living. Same. Anyway, same neighborhood, close by. But anyway, he apparently got a dog. He came and introduced me to his new dog. I don't remember his dog's name, but it was really quiet. Seemed kind of friendly. So he's very excited about having that. And I'm like, well, that's a much better roommate than the one he got rid of. So yay for that. And then for whatever random reason, he called me when I was getting ready to go to work and said, hey, do you have room in your freezer for a turkey? And I'm like, sure, I have room in my freezer for a turkey. So he not only brought over a turkey, he brought over all of the, I want to call it fast food fixings for Thanksgiving, all of the store-bought canned stuff that you just have to open up and dump in a pan and cook. You don't have to like make from scratch. I don't, it's Thanksgiving. And to me, I'm like, if I'm going to do Thanksgiving dinner, I want to make it from scratch for one. And about half of the stuff that he brought over has milk in the contents. And I'm like, I can make all of this stuff without milk from scratch, but I can't do it from the box. So, and then some of the stuff he brought over is just stuff I don't particularly like. So I'm like, I don't really like this food. So now I have all of this stuff to make Thanksgiving dinner with. And probably the only thing I really would have taken was the turkey. I'm like, I'll just take the turkey. You could keep the rest. But I now have a whole bunch of Thanksgiving fixings. I will probably give away. I don't know. I will try to give away or try to give back to him because I will never use them. So there's that. But it was kind of random, spontaneous, and very, very nice and very generous of him. And I don't really know why he brought that over. But I asked him what he was doing for Thanksgiving, and he has nowhere to go. So maybe he was kind of hoping I would invite him over or make dinner and give it back to him, which is kind of weird, random. I don't mind baking occasionally and sharing food occasionally. I've done that. Obviously, I had him over for dinner earlier this week. But I don't really want it to become a habitual thing. I'm like, I also don't want to become his personal chef or cook or whatever because I have a hard enough time getting myself to cook regularly and to eat healthy, and I don't have limited funds as far as buying food and making food, and I like stretch my food as far as possible so I don't have to cook because I like to bake. I like to bake like rolls and cakes and muffins and breads. I do not like to cook. I don't like to cook like rice and meat and stuff you have to eat because when I want to eat something, I'm hungry and I just want to eat it right now. And it always feels like it takes too long. So I just always want the quickest thing I can throw together and make. But I buy all this stuff now to home make everything, and then it's like I chop up everything. Like, so if I'm gonna chop up stuff for a salad or whatever, I'm just gonna chop up everything. And then I'm going to just throw it all together in a big old pot, and then I'm just going to eat out of it all week long so I don't have to make it like 20 times. I have on occasion actually chopped it up and separated it so I could just reach into the bag and make my own like individual potato salads or tuna fish salad or egg salad or whatever. But but I still chop it all up and put it in containers or something, which is also time consuming. And I'm like, if I'm going to do that, I may as well just make one big, huge whatever. So I will spend like 2 or 3 hours once or twice a week and make a whole bunch of food that I don't have to do. So so I don't have to, so I can eat food for like several days in a row without having to figure out what am I going to make tonight. And I don't want to make something different every night because I'm super lazy. Or I just don't like cooking because like I said, if I'm hungry, I just want to eat. I don't want to have to wait for whatever. So I'm excited about having a big, huge turkey that I can cook, bake, whatever, because then I will have leftover turkey. And I want to make some dinner rolls. I love making dinner rolls. It's been a really long time, but I want to make some dinner rolls. And then I can have turkey sandwiches after Thanksgiving. I haven't had turkey sandwiches in a long time because I usually don't get leftovers for Thanksgiving because I always go to somebody else's house and they don't send leftovers home with me. So yay, I get to have the turkey at my house and I get to have the leftovers. So I'm very excited about that. So yay. But I did invite my landlord for Thanksgiving just because he brought all the Thanksgiving fixings. So we'll see how that works out. I actually told him he could come maybe he could come with me to my parents' house, which is where I normally go for Thanksgiving. So, but I gotta see how that's gonna work out one way or the other at this point. I don't know. But now I have all of these fixings for Thanksgiving, which again, very nice, very generous, very spontaneous, very unexpected. Really not sure what to think of all of that or what to do with all of that. So then, of course, it gets my mind running in all kinds of places and things and whatever. Anyway, I appreciate the food donations, but I hope it doesn't become this thing where he expects me to make him food all the time because I don't want to do that. Anyway, so that was my fun, spontaneous stuff, my all around, mostly around food and a dog randomly. So, but life is full of spontaneous, fun things, and nice and entertaining to watch someone else make videos instead of myself, like my brother was doing. Although again, random, he was doing it for food, and then random that my sister-in-law, who didn't try them, said that they were good. So I don't know how good they were. That's hilarious to me. Anyway, but that's me and that's my family, and that's all I got for today. So if you like these videos, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'll like it too. And I hope you have a great day full of gratitude and maybe find something fun and spontaneous to do.